Hi everybody, I'm Andy the Kenworth Guy. Thanks for coming by the channel today. So today we're going to be taking a look at the T880 Daycab tractor here. A big thank you to Doug at Wintec for purchasing this truck. This is one of several he's purchased this year, and I sure appreciate the long time relationship and putting your faith in Kenworth and inland. So thank you so much. So let's see what we're looking at today and get into it. So here we are looking at this Daycab. So this is probably the most common truck that I sell in a year. The T880 is probably one of the most common ones. It's a workhorse. I sell a pile of these Daycabs. Not so many in a sleeper configuration, even though you can get it that way, but it's just a very popular truck for gravel, grain, construction in this market here. So I'll just show you a few things about what we can do with it and how I like to set up these trucks and what works well for my customers. So first off, looking at the front here, I like to go with this tapered bumper, so you can get a straight bumper, but tapered on the edges keeps it a little bit easier to get around mud piles or snow piles, depending on what we're working around. This center toe pin is a must. You're getting stuck with these trucks from time to time, and you need to have that to be able to pull it out. As far as up above here, we have the grille. It's aluminum metal mesh with a stainless steel shroud that goes around. And then we have the winter front in behind the grille right there. And then we have the winter front clips right there. Down the side here, you'll notice these seams. So these seams are because it is a 5-piece design hood. One of my favorite features of the front end of this truck here, you can change those fenders out if you get them damaged. You hit a snow pile or a mud pile or something like that, or a deer, you can change that fender without having to replace the whole hood. So keeps the truck on the road a lot quicker as opposed to waiting for a hood to show up or something like that. The front end of this truck is rated at 13,200 pounds. We have drum brakes on it all the way around. And we have the painted mirrors that are motorized and heated. Oh, there's Frank in his new 990. I haven't done a video on that one yet. It's going to be happening soon. So up on the air intake here, there's these fans that you can order. This is an option where you can get the fans to ooh, that was a good one. Drop the dust out of the air before it hits the main air filter. So that lengthens the life of the air intake. Something special on this truck that I did, it's really nice in the construction market, is these steps mounted to the def tank. So it's the aerodynamic def tank with the integral steps. So it just kind of really utilizes this space nicely, in my opinion. And you get a really nice step getting up and down onto the truck. We have the fuel tank here, a larger fuel tank on this side with 120 capacity. We have the stainless ribbed half fenders, and a big thank you to Fort Garry Industries for helping out in speccing the or supplying the options for the back end here. We got the wet kit, we got the headache rack, we got the fenders all thrown on by the guys over there, and they did a fantastic job. Just this nice plate, everything's just easy, accessible, and ready to work. So we got the Kenworth AG400 suspension. We got the Bridgestone M799 tires. As far as the rear ends, these are Dana Spicer Super 40s, D40 172Ps with a 391 gear ratio. On this side, we have the hydraulic tank supplied by Fort Garry, and then we have the smaller fuel tank on this side here. We have dual exhaust up the side of the cab. As you can see, now only one side is connected. That's as per emissions EPA. So let's open up the hood here. I'll show you what we have powering this truck. Kind of motoring through this video. I gotta deliver this truck today and they gotta put it to work, so I don't want to hold them up too much. So on this side here, we have the PACCAR MX-13. It is a 510 1850 torque rating on this engine here, so it's a really good workhorse for us, and nice lightweight package as well. So a lot of guys in the gravel and construction industry need to maximize their payload, so you save about 400 pounds putting the PACCAR engine in the truck as opposed to a bigger block Cummins. So there we have it. Now down below we have the air intake. So this here is to fill up the air to the truck, so you don't have to run the engine if it's inside a shop and you don't want to run the truck. Go around the other side quick. On this side here, we got the turbo, or as I like to call it, the hot side of the engine. We got some filters. We have your HVAC system right up here, and the filters are mounted inside there, easy to access and to change if you want. Now underneath here, you can see those air intake fans. That's the underside of it here. There's two of them. There's one there and there. And then you can also see the bolt pattern kind of running down those ribs along there. Just gonna close up the hood and show a few things on the inside. We'll just start heading down the highway with this truck. All right, so as we walk into this truck here, you got a nice easy access step. It's standing away, so it's like a ladder. Sorry, like a step, like what you walk in going up and down the stairs at your house, for example, as opposed to being straight up and down. So you have a nice entrance into the cab. You got these grab handles that you can grab onto, which makes it nice and easy. We have all suspended pedals here, so no gunk is going to get into the componentry, so it's really good for the construction market. And I have to say, I really love these seats. They're very comfortable to ride in. And the cab, really nice doors, closes it in, so you have a really nice quiet cab on the inside for your workday. So over here we have the steering wheel. It is a rubber wrapped steering wheel with the smart controls in here. So you got your cruise control, and then you have your radio and phone controls right on this side here. And then this dial in the middle, these three buttons control the center digital display, which is now standard on all 2.1 meter cabs. Down here we have the physical gauges. You can get 6 right here. You can do additional 6 if you'd like, but we spec this truck with the storage pocket for a little bit extra storage. We have your HVAC controls, your radio, the switches and controls there for PTO, tailgate trip, etc., diff locks. 18-speed manual transmission in this truck. You can spec it with an automatic if you prefer. Just depends on the application, what a person wants. And then down below here is the tarp controls, and then your hoist up and down controls. And this was supplied by Fort Garry Industries on the install of the wet kit. So that is a quick rundown on a T880 day cab. All right, so that's it for this week's video. Thanks so much for sticking around and watching. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, just click the link down below and you can do that. Or you can go up here to thekenworthguy.com and you can see all the ways to get a hold of me if you want to do that as well. So if you haven't had a chance to click off that bell about subscribing, you make sure you do that too. That way you're notified every week when I drop a video. And again, a big thank you to Doug at Wintech for purchasing this truck. Thank you so much for your patience in waiting for it. It's been a tough year getting trucks in a timely manner, and that's straight across the board from anything that you need, it seems, these days. But thanks for your patience. I sure appreciate it. So if you want to check out next week's video, come on back to the Kenworth Guy on YouTube. Thanks so much for watching, and as always, have yourself the world's best day.